Hey, yesterday I kind of had a shitty day in a way. I said this in another video already. I have kind of mood swings at the moment, so I have days where I feel good, and then I have a day where I suddenly feel horrible, and I don't know where that comes from. I don't know, maybe it's my schizophrenia, I don't know, and I just feel really depressed. And then I think about YouTube, and I think like, there's no meaning in doing YouTube videos. I already said this in another video, but I want to be at a state where I just don't care so much if I do YouTube or not. Where I just like, whatever I do YouTube videos, it doesn't matter. It's alright, I shouldn't overthink. But at the moment, yesterday I was thinking about the fact that I'm doing YouTube videos, and I felt so horrible about it. And I was like, yeah, like I'm an artist. I shouldn't do YouTube videos because I said this already in another video. Like, I had a moment where I was thinking, what if I get more viewers? And I was thinking that I don't give a fuck about my viewers. I mean, it's not like we are friends, but it there's no purpose in me having a bigger audience as myself. Like, I want my manga to have a big audience, but I don't even feel comfortable talking to a bunch of people just as myself, where the video's basically just about myself. And I was also afraid that, I mean, it's not the case at the moment, but some people who get famous on YouTube, especially women, they tend to get into the situation where there are people developing parasocial relationships for them. So there are gunas who are just simping for those famous YouTuber girls. And I don't know really if I can influence this. Maybe you can influence this if you say straight up you don't want this shit, and depending on who you are. I mean, if you show a lot of skin, maybe chances are higher that it will happen. I don't know if this is the case with every female YouTuber, but in general, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking that I kind of want to have a bigger audience, but at the same time, it makes me afraid that people could be obsessed with me. It makes me really uncomfortable. And this is the biggest issue why I'm struggling sometimes to do YouTube, because I sometimes don't know if that will happen, because I don't want this, because it's a weird relationship. I do YouTube videos and people don't really know me. Like, you know more about me than I know about you. And that's fucking weird. This is why I'm kind of careful what I'm saying on YouTube. But sometimes I don't know if I already say too much. I mean, I talk about general stuff like, oh, I feel depressed. It's not like I'm the only one. Like, there are other people online who do that too, who also talk about their depression. So it's not like I'm the only one. It's not like I'm not the first person talking like this. And I mean, as long as as my viewers are respectful and they know that I'm a human being and we are not friends, and I'm just a random person online who does talk about certain aspects of her life or about her hobbies or whatever, sharing her thoughts, and people respect it and people are aware of that, and they give me personal space, it's all right. But I was watching a female YouTuber and I really like her. She's not my favorite YouTuber, but I think her videos are alright. She seems like a nice person. Um, and I was watching her YouTube comments, and her YouTube comments were full of people who were just telling her that they love her, and it was a lot of gooners in the comments. And this is not the case with every female YouTuber. Like, there are female YouTubers I watch. When you look at the comment section, it's really nice to read the comments because everybody is just being respectful and people just discuss certain topics. Like, it's not really, they're not obsessing about the YouTuber or themselves. I mean, they're happy that this YouTuber uploads, and there's nothing wrong with liking an online persona. There's nothing wrong with watching a YouTuber and feel like, oh, this person is kind of sympathetic. There's nothing wrong with this. It's actually a nice compliment. It's nice when you make a video and people tell you they think you are a nice person to listen to. This is a nice compliment. Like, don't worry about this, but when it's just them being like, yeah, you are, when you feel like they just watch this YouTuber because they want to see this person and they don't really give a fuck about what the person is actually saying. They're just obsessed with this person and they're just watching this girl nonstop because it's their dream girl. Like, I even saw some people, guys, saying in the comments like, oh, you're my dream, or like, oh, like, you look like a cat. Like really personal stuff that you don't want to hear from men you don't know, that are anonymous on social media. You don't want to hear that, and I did never had this problem, I mean, even if you think someone is handsome, you can say this online, but you have to be aware that they don't know your face. So say it in a polite way and be respectful, and be aware that you are not talking to each other. And this is a person who doesn't knows you. And in general, don't get obsessed with a certain YouTube persona. That's the general thing. I'm telling you this. I mean, as I said, I don't have this issue with you guys. Like, I just got normal comments from people who were invested into what I'm saying, but everybody was really respectful. Everybody was really in what I was talking. And the cool thing about YouTube is that you kind of you can get with your viewers on a level where you're kind of on the same level and your viewers relate with you. And you feel like you know this person better than an actor, and this is alright. This is kind of what YouTube is in a nutshell. I hope you don't hear my, I'm cooking pasta right now. Wait a second. So I'm back. You didn't notice the break that I was just putting the pasta into the hot water. So, hot water. water. Yeah, like there is not an issue when you are on the same level and you kind of are respectful. And there's nothing wrong with sharing personal thoughts. I mean, if the YouTuber is doing this, you can do it as well. And as I said, I have really good comments, so I'm not talking to my community right now because I never really had a bad relationship with my community. But I don't know if this changes if a YouTuber becomes bigger, because then people look at the numbers and this person kind of becomes like a celebrity to them because they're like, it's a person that is hard to reach. And maybe people, it really depends on a YouTuber. Maybe people change their mind and they kind of develop a weird relationship because it's a person they can't usually reach because this person is really famous on YouTube. But this is not the case with everybody. This is really, especially on YouTube, this is not like always the case. A friend of mine once told me that being a YouTuber means that your community is what you create in your videos. And I think that's kind of true. Like, if your content is just about yourself being pretty, and it even sounds like you kind of like trying to get a lot of clicks and want to be called as a pretty like, I don't know, it's just about you being pretty, and that's the only content you offer. Well, of course, a lot of people gonna tell you like, yeah, you just they will be more into you. There are women online who just do videos because they want people to go on their OnlyFans or something. So in my opinion, like, when you are a girl who really is entertaining people and is really funny to people and is really grounded on earth, people will approach you like this as well. And I see this in the comment section. People will they will like you, and maybe a lot of people will like you, but the the comment section seems like a really comfortable place. Actually, sometimes I have comment section where I read as anonymous. I don't comment a lot on videos, but I sometimes read the comment section, and the comments are really fun to read because a lot of people write really relatable thoughts. And it just feels like I read that and I'm like, if I would be the YouTuber, I would lie. It would make me happy if people would talk in a comment section like this. I'm already happy with my comments. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I need another comment section. No, but like, I'm talking about the fact when you get bigger, because you have to be aware that how people see you as a person can change when you grow bigger. And I hope that doesn't happen. I think there are people online, YouTubers, who do videos and they become big, but people still treat them at the same way. Of course, there are new viewers, and like, people still see your internet persona. You see that this person is an influential person. You see how this person grows bigger. But you still feel people are kind of based with them. And of course, every YouTuber has parasocial fans. I think this is just one thing that can happen. But I'm not talking about this 1%. I'm talking about the rest. I'm talking if your general viewership is really, really nice and funny and respectful and kind, and they just see you as the person you are, as a full human being, then it's alright, And as a female, you sometimes are really afraid on social media because, well, I'm just gonna tell you this. Like, look at female representation in media. Look at anime. Like, most of the time, female characters are just pretty and that's it. It changed with some animes, like I think Chainsaw Man makes a nice change in this, even though there are a lot of guys who are just totally into Makima and they don't... Like, some guys don't get that Makima is a awful human being. But I don't really take those guys too serious, and I don't really think about those guys because those guys seem just to be a little bit lonely, and I don't really care. But as a woman, you sometimes are afraid that when you show your face, this is why I'm not showing my face at the moment, but I'm gonna do that in the future. You're afraid at the moment you show your face, people will talk more about your looks and they will objectify you and they will not care what you're actually saying. They just, you could just say dog shit, but those people would still praise you because you look good. I don't know if I even look good, I think I look kind of alright, but you're afraid that about simps and gooners, and I mean, there are women who I see online who actually who don't, like, there are different people online. There are men who just want to get a lot of clicks. There are women who just want to get a lot of clicks. And there are women who actually sell their bodies to get famous, and they even flirt with those sims because not because they actually care about those sims, but they see a number where they can gain money from. And then you see how their communities are, and it's just awful, and then you look at that and like, I don't want this shit. I just want a community like a male YouTuber I would watch that is just talking about manga or books, and the comment section is really funny and base, and people treat them in a normal way. I want this, and at the moment I really have this. This is something I even noticed with my manga. Like, when guys were commenting on my mangas, most of them were guys actually, and I have, for a certain amount of time, I don't know, it will change because now I'm making those personal videos, but for decent amount of time on his channel, I had just 100%, I'm not making jokes, 100% male viewers. I didn't had any female viewers. Before I was doing other videos that I privated on his channel, I had a little bit more female viewers than male viewers, but then I had like 100% male viewers, and but every time someone was commenting, it was mostly a guy. They were really treating me in a respect, in a normal, like they were not treating me any different than they would treat a male YouTuber, you know? And that felt fucking dope, because I basically felt like, yo, this is kind of like, it's not like a bro, but it's kind of on this like you're treating each other like a bro, and it's fine, you know, and it's casual, and I just like that, because I hate it never happened to me, but I would hate if I would show my face once and I would get more, or like I have a bigger community. Wait, I have to put the pasta from the cooking thing. Wait a second. So back to the topic. I would hate if I would show my face and there would be guys in the comment section who would just start to watch my videos because they want to see my face, and they like every video they comment is just like, oh, I love you, and it's like or like weird stuff, you know, and you feel like a lot of people just watch your videos because they want to be around you, but there's nothing else that matters about you, you know? There's nothing, like, they would watch every fucking thing you're doing, you know? They would praise you for everything, and they just like you, and they're just into you, they're obsessed with you, like parasocial, you know? And that's something I don't want. And this is what I hate about the concept on YouTube in general, that people, depending on what content you do, that when your content is just about yourself, people watch your content because of you and not because you created something. Like if you are creating art, it's different, because if you create a story, well, people could be into the story, but they couldn't give a fuck about you as an art. They may not even care about you as an author, but they're really interested in your story. And it feels much more satisfying because you actually know you created something and there's like a distance between you. And I like this distance because I don't want strangers to be obsessed with me. Like, it makes me really uncomfortable, you know? So I was like, maybe YouTube is not a good idea, because the thing is, I mean, it depends on what you're doing on YouTube. I want to say something about this. But I was thinking, with the content I'm doing right now, I was afraid. I mean, it didn't happen in the moment. And in the moment, like, people, when they comment something, they comment really interesting stuff. Like, there is a lot of thoughts in their comments. We talk about a certain topic. It's not really about me, it's about general themes I'm talking about. General topics I'm talking about. You know, it's kind of deep talk. And that feels really great, you know? And it's not like it's more about the topic than about me. And that's cool. But I was afraid that what I'm doing at the moment on YouTube could get me into a position when more people are watching me, that the comment section gets more superficial when people just write me, even if they're not like obsessed with me, but they just write me general stuff like, oh, I love you, and oh, I'm happy about a new, like, when I just see stuff like this, I'm happy about a new video, and that's the only thing I hear, even when they don't goon over me. But like, this even can come from women when they just write another girl that they like their content. And there's nothing wrong with saying compliments, guys, but if it's just every comment just telling you that you're awesome and that's it, and there's nothing, you don't see anything else from the commenter, I see that and it feels empty to me, you know, because it feels like I'm creating content, like I'm talking to the camera, and the only thing I get back is people just telling me that I'm awesome. Like there's nothing that is more boring to me than that. It makes me empty, and it makes me also scared because it's such a weird thing. Because you should think like, hey, I have a big followership. I have a lot of people that see me, but they all write me like clones the same thing, like that I'm awesome, and that's it. And everybody writes the same thing. This is why I'm a little bit not sure if I want to do vlogs, because I saw this a lot with vlog content. When I look at the comment section, I read a lot of comment sections, and when I look sometimes at what people do at vlog content, a lot of people just tell in the comment section that they like the vlog, and that's it. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I like to watch vlogs too. There's nothing wrong with a vlog. The thing is, I don't know if this is a content where you can, as a viewer, can say a lot about it than if the person is talking about a certain topic, you know? And if I would create vlogs and the only thing that people would write me is just, oh, it looks good, and everybody's writing the same stuff, it would feel like I wouldn't be interested in filming a vlog anymore, because this is not the reaction I want to get. I want to have a comment section where I feel like there are a lot of different people, because I need something, and it's not even really about how many people it is. You know, the worst case for me is I have a lot of people I reach, but everybody's just writing, I love the vlog. And that's it. It just feels really unpersonal, and I don't like this. And this is not something, I feel like I'm not having a meaningful impact on the world. And it gets to a point where I feel like this vlog is unnecessary, because there are so many people doing vlogs online that it feels just another trash thing in the world. Even though I like vlogs. I mean, as a consumer, I like vlogs. But sometimes I question, I mean, a vlog is cool for yourself, you know? But is it just for myself? And when it's just for myself, why am I sharing this online? You know? Does it really fucking matter? We all die in the end. We can't take those photos into our grave. Do I really have to waste my time on cutting a vlog and showing where I was? And this is nothing against vlogs in general. You know, it depends on person. I think some people can make really interesting vlogs, and if they comment during the vlogs, and you still see something from the persona, you know? But if the only reaction people have to this is like, oh, this is so cool, and there's nothing thought-provoking in it, and nobody gets something thought-provoking out of it, it just doesn't feel meaningful. It's really hard for me to put my thoughts and my feelings right now out, but this is something I noticed that I was fucking scared over the last 3 weeks. This is why I don't know if I wanna put vlogs on this video in the channel, because I'm afraid that if I would film a vlog, and I don't say anything against those people, but I would be just afraid that a lot of people would just comment like, this looks nice, and that's it. It doesn't feel like I want interesting reactions out of people, you know? I don't want to just like, oh, this is nice. You know, and this is the thing, when I create a story, people are gonna tell me their thoughts. There's a lot of stuff happening in the story. This is why, and this is like the good part on YouTube, and this is the part I'm starting with my own content right now. I'm gonna go to the point. It's really, I have a lot of thoughts in my head right now, which is a good thing. So I watch a lot of YouTubers on YouTube. For example, I don't know if you know this channel. There's a channel called Alex. Like the dude's name is Alex. Alex. And he is creating AniTube. He created AniTube. No. And he makes videos about anime and manga. And he makes video essays. So something I started at the beginning of this channel. You know that I don't do at the moment because I'm working on my manga and it takes me a lot of time. You know, maybe I'm gonna do it in the future, I don't know, but right now I'm working on my manga. So he does really thought-provoking anime essays, and he does them on a level that I look at those videos and I think this is really artistic, and I think he truly creates meaningful stuff. He creates stuff in a way, he gets a lot of clicks for it. I think like the last video got like over 100,000 clicks already, and he's uploading like every 4 months. And I think his video, even though he's not thinking about this himself a lot, but I don't know, but his video feel really meaningful to me, and it feels like thought-provoking, and it's something, a kind of media that you don't forget. You look at the video and you remember him, and you remember what he's doing in the content, and it's just fucking interesting. There's a real person behind the video. It's not just like everybody else. You just remember who Alex is in his video. I don't know who he is in his private life. I don't care. I just talk about the Alex that we see online. And it's not really about him. It's also, it's the content he's doing, but what he's doing so amazingly is that there is his personality in the video, and it's kind of part of the video. And you, like, even though he's talking about a certain anime, it feels personal what he's talking about. And this is what makes it so meaningful. And I think it's just something where I feel like this kind of content on YouTube feels like content that I think is really meaningful on YouTube, and that I think that actually is doing a good thing for humanity. For humanity, that sounds epic. This looks like something meaningful, you know. And if I wouldn't draw manga, I would do stuff like this. You know. But because I focus on manga, it's hard to do stuff like this, because stuff like this, to make it great, takes time. And I was at the moment where I'm like, my manga is kind of not that great, and my videos are also not that great. So I want to create one thing. I want to focus on one thing that is great, and not do a lot of random stuff and everything is kind of like mid. Yeah. And you see in his video section, or the community in general, that this YouTuber has is really vibrant, and you just feel like everybody's kind of themselves in the comment section. And I kind of have this in my community too. This is really, I have the same kind of vibe in my community, even though I'm not creating video essays, you know? Like, I don't create video essays, you know? And still, when someone comments, it feels always interesting. Like, it feels not boring to look at the comment section. Like, I feel like people are reading the comment section and they are aware that someone commented something already, so they comment something different. Basically that. And I have this, even though I'm not doing, my voice, sorry. I scream. Even though I'm not doing video essays at the moment, you know? And that's really cool. And I was like, I want to have something like this, because this feels meaningful to me. You know, people who create memes in the comment section. People who just say stupid, funny, dorky stuff. That's cool. Like, I like to see stuff like this. And I don't know how stuff like this is created, and I think it depends on the person you are, but I think definitely something that counts into it is being your authentic self and not caring too much of being the perfect internet persona. When you start to be an original creator and you even think about kind of entertaining people in a way. And I say I kind of want to entertain people because I a lot of times think I'm a really boring person. But I don't want to force to be a clown, because then I feel like I'm faking myself to you. But I hope that I get a more entertaining persona over time on YouTube without actually forgetting who I am, like not like becoming like not doing a sketch, but instead like being myself, but I'm becoming better and controlling the way I'm talking, like a Bender from Avatar. I'm trying to make cool metaphors, I don't know. But like, I don't know. Like, and I saw the same person comments on every video, which is really cool. I really appreciate your comments. You said, I don't feel comfortable saying you said. I don't want to talk about you directly to the person. Okay, this person said that this comes over time. Like, the more videos you do, the more entertaining it will be, because you're becoming more used to talking to the camera. And I think that's true, and I really hope that. But I don't think it's just about you talking to the camera. I think it's also what you are consuming, what you're reading, you know? And I don't really how you can become an entertaining, interesting person and still be yourself. I don't really know how that goes, you know? But I kind of want to be this person, because people like this on YouTube have really cool comment sections. They have comments, and I have this already. But the thing is, it's the beginning. And in the beginning, people can reach me easier because they know that I probably will read it because I'm a small YouTuber. And I'm just afraid this could change when I'm becoming a bigger channel. And I was fucking afraid of this. In a moment, I was standing in a shower, and I was just standing there, and I was like, I'm not gonna do YouTube. And I have this every second day right now. I'm sitting there, I'm never gonna do YouTube again. I'm just gonna let it be like this. And then I wake up and I'm like, I kind of want to do a YouTube video. And it's getting to a point where it's annoying to me. I want to be with one stable thing in my life, you know? And I'm struggling with this right now. I having like not a mental breakdown, but I feel like, yeah, I don't know. And now what I wanted to say, it really helps talking about this, and maybe this is a good idea talking about it. Like, fucking have to go to a therapist. It's really hard to get therapy, you know, but what is the difference between Alex and me? There's a lot of difference. I'm not Alex. It's fucking weird that I hope he doesn't see this video, because I don't think he will ever see this video. It's okay, but it's fucking weird to talk about somebody who doesn't know me. Like, I'm saying his name. So this YouTuber, I'm gonna say this YouTuber Alex, because I don't know if he will see this video anyway, but if he would see this video, would it make him uncomfortable that I say his name like this? I don't know. It probably wouldn't make me uncomfortable when I would see somebody. I don't know. He's talking about certain topics. He's cutting his video. There's a lot of work getting into his video. There's a lot of music going on in his video, a lot of different stuff going on in his video. There's much more going on in his video. It's a video essay. What I'm doing on his channel at the moment is just talking about random stuff. And I also want to talk about anime, but I'm also talking about myself a lot. And I don't know, when you talk about yourself online, if people will be getting more in your personal space. This didn't happen to me at the moment, which is really cool. Like, people just share their own sides, and this is cool because they, like, I don't know, as I read a comment, and it's like, this person relates to me, and they share their own thoughts. I mean, they're not like I see one comment and it's like, this person is sharing their own thoughts about themselves and like their own life as me, what I'm doing. And this is cool because it's on the same level. We are kind of on the same level. This is cool, you know, because then it's like there's a lot of different stuff happening in the comment section. And I like this, you know? But I was sometimes afraid, would that change if I grow bigger? If I just share my personal thoughts, is there enough substance? I don't know if you say it like this. I'm German. Is there enough substance in the videos I'm creating that people could have a lot of different thoughts in the comment section and that it's not boring? And even though I'm talking about my personal self, it's not really about myself, but more about the struggles I'm going through and more about, you know, the topics I'm talking about myself. Because I talk about a lot of different thoughts. I have a lot of different thoughts. And maybe my thoughts are so interesting that people would not go into my personal space, but instead they would give their own thoughts. And actually, I have this with this one person that comes on every fucking video. That there's always, like, when I read the comment, there's always some new thoughts. It's not like it's just me creating thoughts in a video. There's new thoughts coming from this other viewer, and that's cool. And I want this to stay like this, But I don't know what will happen if I grow bigger, because then people know I will not comment to every comment. If you get like 100 comments, you can't reply to everyone. And you may be even overwhelmed with all the comments and you're not even reading the comments. I don't think this will happen, but there would be days where maybe just read some comments and then would do something else, because it's not like I don't care, but you have to do some stuff in your life. You can't hang on YouTube, be in the comments, and I just read as often comments as I want. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm not this person who would be like, I read every comment to make justice for my community. No, I just would read as much comments as I'm interested in reading. But I don't know how it will be. Maybe I will be totally invested in it. I don't know. And people know that, so maybe they will say more stupid stuff in a comment section because they are aware this person never reads, or like this person will not reply to me anyway, And I'm afraid about this shit because I don't want to create videos and then get comments that doesn't feel meaningful to me. And I feel like there's nothing meaningful in creating my content. I feel like this is stupid. And like, going away from the comment section, just the fact that I'm talking about myself in the videos feels sometimes like stupid, meaningless nonsense. It feels like there is nothing interesting about it. I think a video essay by an YouTuber who puts a lot of effort into it is more meaningful, But on the other hand, I like to watch content like this myself. I like videos where somebody just is putting their raw thoughts out. It's not just I just watch content, and I appreciate content like this, And I don't think it's even no quality, but I'm afraid that people look at it and are like, there's no quality in it, So yeah, and another thought I have. Sometimes I put a video out that is like 40 minutes long, like this video, and I don't know if like, does it really fucking matter? But maybe I should just see it as a therapy session, It is a little bit like a diary, just sitting down for a while, once a day, and just letting your thoughts out. It feels actually really good. It feels like I'm putting air into my brain. It sounds stupid, but it feels like this. Putting air into your brain, that sounds like you would transform into Patrick Star, because that literally sounds like you're basically making yourself dumb. I don't know. It just feels good to put those thoughts out. I get a relaxing feeling from it. So I gain something from it. My body feels good about it. So that's good, you know? But I don't know if there's more meaning to it than that. So yeah, I hope this phase stops. That I have moments in my life where I'm being like, I will never do a YouTube video again. Really, I have this so many times in the last days, and then I'm like, on the day and the next day I'm like, I think there's a lot of meaning behind my channel. There's nothing wrong. I shouldn't overthink. I think I catch myself with overthinking without actually noticing that I overthink. And I don't like this. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the video now. I talked a lot. I feel good now. Maybe I'm gonna do another video. I don't know. Another therapy session that was. And yeah. But I need a real therapist too. We're waiting for finding a therapist actually, but it's not that easy. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope some people are watching this video. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video. Goodbye.